Hello. You right? Good. Right, moving on. I made another Ginger Doctor episode, and it took about a month, on and off. When we filmed at the castle, it was quite easy as nobody got in the way, and, it was all kind of alright, apart from the wasp.
Right. Don't follow me, what have I done? Oh no, he's on the camera. What have I done to him? I'm going. Yeah, have the camera. Hey! Where are you going?
You actually watched the second attempt of us filming the bit of the castle, because the first attempt looked a bit like this. A bit overexposed, and it was a bit windy, and So the second time we filmed, we did it all and everything, and then these people came up to me.
Confidential. You don't know? Oh, right, okay. Sorry, we'll have to ask, don't we?
Yeah.
Thank you.
God, I need to work on my social skills. I'm so
You
awkward.
definitely do.
I'm so awkward. How can I make that less awkward?
You just went, oh, Doctor Who thing.
I need to make a video about that. There isn't much else to mention about what happened at the castle, so moving on. Hello? Yo, is that Future Ant? Yeah. You right? Yep. Good. Can I tell him about what happened at the castle? Is there anything else? No. Sure, if you want. Bye. Wait. Well, I want to know, did it go alright? Was it a good episode? Is it alright? Is it rubbish? What? It was alright. Good. Anyway, you were going to talk about what happened at the castle? Bye. Hello. Past Ant here, from the TARDIS. So me and Kai finished filming at the castle, and we were just about to take our stuff back to the car, and then a bloke came along in his massive white van, and he said, "Alright gents, we are filming." I went ahead and said, "Oh, we're filming the Ginger Doctor, lol." So he basically says, "This is private property and you cannot film here," or something, so I'm going to take you up to the PR department. Which he did, believe it or not. Get in my van. 5-minute drive later, we arrive at the PR department, and then we waited, obviously. Then the PR department woman came out, and then she said, "Oh, are you going to be making money from this?" And we said, "No." And she said, "Oh, that's fine then. Hello, PR department woman. You were quite nice." Could have given us a lift back to the car though. So moving on to Scotland, or Reculver, which is what it's actually called. Oh Jesus, where do I begin? Like the castle, we went to film twice, and the first time, well, I'll let Past Dan explain again. There's a tent. There's a tent. And humans.
Yeah, it's here.
Right in the middle of the set.
So I was trying to think of a way to make them move. So I thought, maybe if I get in their comfort zone, they might get the hint and I don't know, just piss off. And as you can see, they didn't get the hint. We thought it was bad to film the first day. Oh my god, the second day, completely crowded with people, constantly walking in and out. And you'd think, with a camera, a sound man, a massive clapboard, and then me standing there in their costume and everything, the people would get the hint. It's quite obvious that we're filming. Well, obviously not. There was another tent on the second day as well. Yeah. Yeah. That is a thing. The speech at the end was quite difficult to perform. I got the lines right and everything, but there was a pack of chavs on bikes just sort of circling round the ruins, and you can hear them laughing and making weird noises, trying to distract me because that's so funny. But you won't. You don't get to stay here. Right. Thank God we had Steve the sound man to tell the chavs to shut up.
Can you do us a favour and keep the noise down, please, just for a couple of minutes? Thank you.
Nice one, Steve.
Thank you so much, Steve. What else is quite challenging is trying to act when your cameraman is taking the piss out of every single thing you try to do. Oh, I'm going to go to a planet and kill everybody.
You just went Lorraine Kelly at the end.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go. You're thinking Lorraine Kelly now. Today we're going to be baking some scones with Alex Hayden Jones. Let's talk to Adele about her new wrist slasher.
There's a purpose.
Yeah.
See you.
You know, I really don't think you've nailed Welsh.
No,
I love the accent, despite not knowing the word.
It was basically a way to get close to you, so I could do this.
That's the best thing ever.
So I could do this. At one point, I had to say, with this body, I will travel to Earth and cleanse it of all of humanity. In front of a family eating KFC. Want to play a game? Well, you don't really get a choice. How long did we spend filming at Reculver? If you chose 3 hours, well done, you are correct. You win a Photoshop TARDIS. You're welcome. I think I nailed the costume quite alright. Yeah, the coat. I really like the coat. The coat's really nice. I think, like, I don't think I could get any... Oh, the screwdriver's still in there. I don't think I could have gotten any closer with the costume, really. The only problem is, you don't see much of the red lining, like Capaldi, you know, shows off all the time. Because, like, his goes right up to the edge, whereas mine's got, like, you know, that much space of black. I thought when I climbed over the wall, it would show, but it didn't actually. These are the boots I used. They're from Burton's and they're alright. I got a white shirt from Tesco, black waistcoat from Primark, and I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy that coat if you want to get one for yourself. Like, the trousers are literally just black skinny jeans from Primark. Fun fact, did you know, well you probably didn't because I haven't told you yet, did you know that the columns put up in the TARDIS by the door, they were put up that same day that we started filming. Fun fact. Actually, I never showed you around the TARDIS. Should we do that now? Let's do that. It's a reflection. Look, looks really cool, but that's what Dean's done because he's so, oh my god, well clever. It's really awful to film in here because that is how much legroom we've got. So it's not very flexible. Goodbye, old friend. If you haven't seen the Ginger Doctor Scotland, I'd really appreciate it if you went over there, tell me what you thought, because I'm really proud of it and I think it's a massive step up from the first one. Thank you. Also, a massive thank you to Dean and Steve for being my little film crew while I was up at the TARDIS. And thanks, Dean, for letting me stay at your house for a week. Obviously, thank you to Kai for being my cameraman and stuff. And thank you to Shay for being my little short-notice sound man at the castle. Right, so it looks like it's time for you to fly the TARDIS. I'll leave you to it then. Bye. Click a button, switch or toggle to fly to a distant location. Or if you pull the lever, you'll be sent to the Ginger Doctor Scotland. Enjoy.